Today I'll be presenting on the villagers and their dwelling magic. So first, this is my site, which is the small alley next to Buffalo Road, to the right of Buffalo Road. So while I was at the site, I observed that the sound of the site is not as is quiet and it's not as loud as compared to the general public area or the slightly larger alley over here. I also noticed that the alley is very narrow, with a dimension of about 1,700 millimeters. The alley is also not as populated as compared to the general public area. So this is my 200-word concept write-up, and this is my mapping. The green one represents the least population dense, and the yellow one represents the medium population, and the red one represents the most population. Basically, this mapping is the mapping of the population density of the alley. Next, this is where the people usually walk to. As you can see, there are people walking from the public area to the smaller alley, to the side, and through to the medium alley. And these are the posture that they are doing, which includes smoking or standing, using their phone, chatting, smoking, and eating. So I would also like to point out that each steps has its own unique dimensions, such as this, which has a dimension of about 3,000 millimeters, this with about 1,000 millimeters. Basically, each steps represents that its own users. Where like the 1,000 millimeters steps represents like one person sit on it, and 3,000 millimeters one represents like those or groups of people sitting on it. And there are also steps that have curves, and there are curves on it, which represent that people are sitting and facing each other or talking to each other. So this is a mapping of the sound. The green one represents that not much sound comes here, and the red one represents that most sound comes here, and the yellow one represents that not as much sound comes here. Now here's the following video where I record the sound of the site. Okay, now moving on, this is my perspective drawing, and this is my first floor plan of the site, with its dimensions respectfully annotated. And this is the section BB of my site, section AA of my site, and this is the elevation of my site with its dimensions annotated. And with the knowledge and observations that I obtained from my site, I've come up with this concept, which is to create rooms in the walls for people to do activities such as smoking, eating, talking to their friends, or using their phone. I have also included elevation to make more use of the space. Each opening of the rooms is equivalent to the dimension of the steps. And this is the section 8A of my concept, section B of my concept, section CC and section D of my concept. This is the elevation of my concept. And this here is the breakdown of my concept. And these are the rendered views of my concept. Thank you for listening.